It's two different phase twos. When I went to the South Side phase two, I met the guys that was stepping.
Phase two was one of the major main groups in the beginning when it first started.
Work that motherfucker. 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 Work that motherfucker.
Fucking with phase two and them, my boy TYI and shit. And that's a dope ass crew because it wasn't just dancing. They was like some founding members of that house, that footwork shit. Like, they always said art as a background.
Back in the day, the originators, the pioneers, how they used to go on the west side and just demolish, do or die. I love y'all, D-Lo. Y'all my people. Y'all know we down for life all day. But hey, nobody can hold a torch to phase two, real talk.
Me and TY used to sit back and watch old flicks of a lot of dancing guys. I mean, these legends. James Brown, Jim Kelly, Fred Astaire, Sammy Davis Jr. These guys did, you can see tapes of them now, and it was leg moves they did with their legs, Joe, that was ridiculous. We kind of took on that kind of identity of a lot of them old moves we saw. We used to watch Beat Street over and over again. Certain dance moves where they used to up rock and stuff, we figured that stuff would look good on the dance floor dancing the house music. That's where footwork actually came from.
We was like Beat Street battling. And then after we used to watch Beat Street, before we ever went to any club, that's how we set it up. That's how we got to the point where we was going around in circles. And next you know, we started doing footwork and everything. That's where all that came from.
From learning different leg styles and stuff. All this other crap everybody talking about where they think footwork came from the footwork god from out south or on the west side and stuff. A lot of that stuff ain't even, a lot of that shit ain't even fucking true,
Yeah, you fuck with the house music, but you fuck with the gangster music too. So how do you mix the two? Right. Interest ghetto house.
If it wasn't for ghetto house dances, footwork wouldn't exist. Footwork wouldn't exist without ghetto house dances.
We didn't just get the dances, we flipped them and made them ours.
When you growing up, phase two got the phase two walk.
How many groups got their own dance, their own footwork named after them? How many groups got that?
Because we did them different. You know what I'm saying? So they stuck with what we put out there for a paragraph.
Footwork was a secret of society. And it was slowly growing to the point where everybody started doing it. I remember a time we was at the rink and didn't nobody know how to do any of that shit.
Footwork wasn't even out yet. It had just started.
Certain moves I picked up from the west side that came and had to share with my homies.
Rick picked it up real quick and was like, okay, this was happening.
I had to put them up on it, so you know what I'm saying, so we can be better dancers against these Southside guys and stuff. That's why a lot of Southside groups couldn't stand us, like House-O-Matics, Main Attraction. To this day they probably won't admit it and shit, but they couldn't stand our ass back then.
Don't nobody know that JYB, phase two, and Do or Die was cool with each other. Nobody knew that. What about the ride with Phase 2?
Oh man, you already know, man. That was old school, legendary. Phase 2 doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
B-Lo come out. Bow, bow, bow. Jerry Curl's juice everywhere. I was like, God damn.
You remember that was, you remember Rick and AK? Remember AK used to always battle Rick and Rick used to always
I didn't know their name.
That was doing that. That was the same dude, AK.
These niggas here, man. These motherfucking colorful Levi's and shit, tight ass sweaters. I'm like, these niggas got they shit together. So
spawning dancers that even went on to do it professionally. Shout out to School, who went on to tour and do great things with Missy Elliott. Kim La, who went on to tour and do great things with Missy Elliott. Shout out to Missy for even like reaching out to Chicago and even putting the culture on a big stage.